So this video is going to be for veterans that are trying to study overseas, and there's a lot of things to cover. This is probably going to be a series. Who knows? All right. First off, I want to thank the SAE Institute. They're the school that I am going to here in Berlin. They're amazing, and I'm learning a lot about digital film production, which is amazing. All right. Yes, the camera that I have right now is the one from my laptop. It is not a Red, it is not an Aries. I don't have the right mic. However, I'm learning, and once I get a hold of the good equipment, you will see the quality of the videos go up. Now, several things I want to discuss when it comes to studying overseas and using your GI Bill. Uh, Before you leave the country, I encourage you. This is a must. Very first thing is ensure that you have your VA physicals, that you have your VA compensation and all that stuff taken care of, because over here the resources are very limited. All right, or you're probably gonna have to fly back to the United States in order to get your VA disability compensation started. Now, that being said, let's move on to the GI Bill. Great tool, all right. Before you get overseas, find out everything you can about the school. Find out if if they accept the GI Bill. Uh, why will they cover all these wonderful things? Because if you don't, you're gonna be swimming against the current. Let me see what else. One of my battles over here, he he's having a hard time. I'm trying to help him, coach him, and doing all these things, but it is very difficult. All right. Now, before you move to the country, ensure that all the paperwork is taken care of as far as the school goes, because in the in in the VA system. They have VA representatives over here, but they're not as knowledgeable as the one in the United States. And one of the things that I didn't know, and everybody over here didn't know, is that before you start the school, you gotta do something called a 22-1995, 1995. So a 22-1995. And this form tells it is you telling the VA, hey, I'm gonna be going to whatever school in the world or in the United States, right? So the 1995 lets the VA know that you're planning on using your post 9/11 GI Bill or your Montgomery GI Bill. Second, once you get accepted to the school and the school says yes, you can come and study here, the very second thing you need to do is get with the school, and they need to do a form called a 22-1999. And what this form does, it is tells the school tells the VA, hey, I have one of your veterans over here is trying to go to school. I need you to pay for their tuition. So the 1999, it is the request of payment for your tuition to the VA, and it needs to be done. All right. Uh, I recommend faxing it, mailing it, all of the above, because the system is so backed up. All right. If you don't do this step, if you don't do the 1999, your book money is gonna be on hold. Your tuition payment is gonna be on hold. Your BAS is gonna be on hold. So yes, absolutely get this done before you even get on country. All right. Second thing, when you get in country and and you have been approved by the school, right? Um, you're gonna need to find a flat. You need to find an apartment. Finding an apartment, it is a very daunting task here in Berlin. Like I went to one apartment viewing that when they said uh, when they posted it, from the day they posted it to the day they closed it, 24 hours, only 24 hours, they had 450 applications, and then they had to like take it down. Out of those 450 applications, they only grabbed 10. Out of those 10, only 3 got invited, and out of those 3, I didn't get the appointment. So it is very, the competition over here is very, very fierce for an apartment, needless to say. All right. Once you have an apartment, you need to do something called a resignation at the Bürgeramt. And what that is when you come to Germany, you gotta let the government know, hey, this is where I'm staying. Once you have a flat and you let the government know where you're staying, then you apply for your visa, which is the one from for a student visa, right? So uh, that just getting those three things accomplished right there, getting your flat, registering a Bürgeramt, and getting your visa, it is huge. I mean, that that work alone is daunting. I mean, I literally uh, was getting to the wire before I got my visa. I was like literally like 3 weeks away from having been kicked out of the country, and it's just that it was not my doing. It's just that hard to find an apartment here. But anyways, there are many other things that you need to cover while you're here. I don't want to make this video too long. I will see you guys next time and have a good one.